guys, what's up? Killjoy Jake here, and instead of having friends, I'm sick of these spirals on these walls! Today I'm going to break down the new trailer that just came out for Spiral, the Book of Saw by Chris Rock. I'm so excited for this movie now after seeing this trailer, but first I'm gonna need you guys to like this video and subscribe for more horror content. Alright, now let's get into it. So first thing right off the bat, Jigsaw, or John Kramer, will not be returning for this film, played by Tobin Bell, by the way. He's just an old guy, you know, give him a break. He doesn't need to make any more of these movies. He's been in 8 of them. This is going to be kind of a new thing, that's why they're not calling it just Saw 9. It's going to be Spiral from the Book of Saw, and it's going to be its own new spin-off from the Saw series, where all of those movies have happened in the past. This is now taking place after Jigsaw sometime. Now, going through this trailer step by step, I'm going to go through all the very poignant aspects of this trailer that you may have missed. So the first thing in this trailer is Max Minghellaa's character, who is, I'm assuming, Chris Rock's side partner. They're both cops, is what I'm assuming from the trailer. He talks about his wife and his son, Emma and Charlie. Now, I'm assuming since that was such a big thing in the teaser trailer, which a teaser trailer usually just shows little clips, like probably some of the most interesting things to keep you interested so that you're gonna go see it in May. I'm assuming since they put that in there, that's gonna be a big plot device, probably because they're gonna be in a trap somehow, and Max Minghellaa's character is probably going to have to save them from some kind of jigsaw trap, something messed up, probably is what I'm assuming. Nothing, I mean, you know, nothing's confirmed, this is all speculation. I just want to point that out, that a lot of the stuff I'm going to be talking about is speculation based on what we get in the trailer. So then after Chris Rock replies to Max Minghellaa's weird comment about his wife and his kids, kind of for a little foreboding as well, if I might say.
You give a woman 600 Tuesdays. It ain't worth 3 Saturday nights.
He gets a call on his coppa. We got something going on over here. Chris Rock and him, they go over to this crime scene, and it's railroad tracks, and there's a saw trap on it with, we're assuming, a body was. You don't see a body. I'm gonna put the picture up probably somewhere right now. It just looks like there's some kind of trap. Later on in the trailer, we also see a dude standing in front of a train coming right at him. So maybe he does get away from this. I'm not 100% sure. I mean, obviously, if he was called to these cops were called to see the murder scene, it's you know, he probably did not make it out alive. But the weird thing is, he is standing up. So maybe he gets out of this trap. Like maybe it's one of those like classic, like, oh, tied to the rail tracks and a train's coming, and then he gets out of it. He's like, oh, I'm free, and then train hits him. That would be hilarious. I would not mind seeing that. That gets me to another aspect of this trailer that I'm not sure if they're gonna stick with or what. This has to be a new Jigsaw, as I talked about earlier. Tobin Bell will not be returning, unfortunately. So is he going to have the same ethics as Jigsaw? Like, for example, are the traps going to be escapable, or are they just gonna be like, you're a crappy person, so now you're gonna die, in an ironic kind of way? I hope they're able to escape, is my biggest thing. I hope that that's still an aspect to it, because that adds suspense into the story. That makes you're rooting for these people to get out, even though you don't know them too well. It's an element of suspense that this series desperately needs, because it can't just rely on the gore factor. That is a big part of it, don't get me wrong. I love seeing the gore and the people mangled and the bear trap ripping people's jaws off, but I also love to be in suspense on the edge of my seat, like, oh my god, get out, and then they either do or they don't. Then after that, we also see there's a car, and they go and open it, and right before they open it, you can't see anything. I went frame by frame. After that, we get kind of a crazy montage with a bunch of random scenes split together. Some of the important things is we see a group of people with ski masks on going and breaking down a door. Now, these could be some of the people who are like accomplices with the new Jigsaw. Sam Jackson is in here, and he says the MF word, so that's pretty great. I'm not gonna say it again because this video is already gonna get taken down because I'm swearing too much. YouTube policies, am I right? After Sam Jackson has that pretty hilarious line, we see a new saw trap. I think it's a new saw trap because it kind of looks like the reverse bear trap on this dude's face, but there's a bunch of gears with chains on them, and it looks like they're about to rip this dude apart. So I don't think it kind of looks like the reverse bear trap, but I think it's just like a muzzle on his face or something, and it's just about to like rip him in half, and right before it shows that, it cuts away, unfortunately. So that's probably one of the better traps we're going to see in this movie. The other big thing we see in this trailer is then there's a brick wall with a bunch of spirals on it. Now, if you look closely, which this is really, really out there, it's kind of a stretch, it looks exactly like the wall from the first 3 movies. In the bathroom scene where they're, you know, the famous Saw scene where they're going to cut off their legs, it looks exactly like that room. The other reason I think it is that room is because later on in one of the last shots we see in the trailer is Chris Rock's character chained up and he's got a saw, just like in the original movie, and he's like, do I have to cut my leg off? He doesn't say that. I guess the one thing that worries me about this trailer is I hope it's not just callbacks to the original couple films. Like, for example, that scene I was just talking about, I hope it's not just Chris Rock back in this, kind of doing the same stuff as the original. Now, I saw some new stuff in this trailer, as I talked about that crazy trap that kind of looked like the bear trap. That's a lot of traps. It's a trap. So I hope it's new stuff. That's what I want to see out of a brand new Saw series, because this is supposed to start a brand new Spiral series from the book of Saw. This trailer is also tonally similar to the first 3 films, rather than the sequels that kind of just get a little campy and weird. And I love that. That was probably my biggest reassurance for this movie, that I feel like it's gonna be good now. There's really not too many red flags, nothing that I'm seeing. Now, a big poignant line that Chris Rock says is that something's different this time around. They're targeting cops. So whoever this new Jigsaw killer is, he's targeting just cops. He's going after them for some reason. Maybe there's some social commentary behind this new killer. Maybe he was affected by maybe police brutality, some kind of hate crime or something. Maybe that's going to be a commentary underneath this. I think that would be kind of cool. That would be cool if he's going after dirty cops or something. I love when a villain has a good motive but goes about it the wrong way. Thanos being probably one of the biggest villains of all time to be like that. So if that's the way they want to go with it, I'm not gonna have a problem with that. That's pretty cool to me. Thank you for watching my Spiral from the Book of Saw trailer breakdown. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe on YouTube for all that horror content. Go follow me on Twitter at KilljoyJake1 and now on Instagram at Killjoy_Jake. And as always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all.